Hi. So as described in the last session, this session we would be concentrating on, we'll be starting off with the comparison of PyTorch with NumPy. And come to know that when you will be running these basic operations, that more or less both gives you the same output, or the commands, even the input commands are also uh, or doesn't have much difference. Let's start with the matrix formation using PyTorch. So the very first thing what you need is to need the import the torch module, okay, because that's what we are working with. And finally, you want to create a tensor, okay. So in PyTorch, as I described you above, the tensors are the n dimensional arrays, okay. So let's go above and let me show you again. So tensor is an n dimensional array. The ideal difference that it can run on GPU, which is difference, the basic ideal difference between tensor and numpy. So to make an array, you need to call dot tensor. So normally when we are using numpy, we don't use the word tensor, we use the word array. Okay, but here we will use the word tensor. So I want to create a tensor or an array. So I will call torch the dot tensor, and then I prescribe you the values like I want 2, 3, and 5, and 1, 2, and 9. So let's run it and let's see how the code works. So as you can see that it has created this array with me. The first row consists of values 2, 3, 5, and the second row consists of values 1 to 9. Okay, so matrix, as I told you, it's just like uh, an array, or shown in the form of tables. And since majority data is available in tabular format, so matrix are the most used concept when it comes to deep learning or neural networking. So this is the first row that you want to put containing elements 2, 3, 5. This is the second row you want to put containing the elements 2, 3, 5. Okay, and when you call it, so you see the array has been built consisting the values that you have defined above. So that's simply how you can form a matrix with the help of torch. If you don't want to put up any specific values, just want to draw a 2 by 2 matrix randomly, so you can say torch.rand. That means you want to draw a matrix on the basis of random, a 2 by 2 matrix on the basis of random numbers. And if you run this code, this play button will run the code for you. So you say 2 by 2 matrix is there. Now since it's an uninitialized matrix, okay, and you are giving random, so the system will select, or the application will select any four random values. So 2 by 2 matrix, two rows, two columns, as you can see in front of you, have been put up as an output. Then then it is a. Now suppose I just want, I'm basically creating a variable. So as I told you above, that variable is something which stores the value. So I'm creating a variable a, and I want to store a matrix, a 3 by 5 matrix, a 3 by 5 matrix with random values. Okay, so you can see now I'm defining torch.rand again, and this time I want to draw a 3 by 5 matrix. So let's see. So you can see now, since I have called a dot shape, that means I only want to check the shape. I don't want to print the matrix. So it is telling me that a matrix has been created with the uh, 3 by 5. That means 3 rows and 5 columns. So let's say if we print this matrix, let's say I say print A. Now you can see a 3 by 5 matrix has been built in front of you, consisting 3 rows. Okay, this is row 1, this is row 2, and similarly row 3, and similarly there are 5 columns. So the first argument will tell you about the number of rows that you want to keep in the matrix, and the second will tell you the number of columns that you need in the matrix. And now since I'm putting random values, so random values have been selected by the random function. Okay, so this is how you can form a matrix using PyTorch. So either you can put up your own specific values, that is option 1, Or second option is that you can uh, do it on random basis. You can just tell the system what level of matrix you want to build, and the system will choose the values accordingly. Then let's see how to form a matrix using NumPy. Now I have taken the same examples which I have taken above, but this time I am not applying the matrix formation with the help of PyTorch. I want to apply the matrix formation using the NumPy module. So we'll import the NumPy as the NP. Okay, that's the basic import that you need to perform if you want to use NumPy library. NP, as I told you, is the context for using NumPy, so that you don't have to type NumPy again and again. You can type the small form NP and the work is done. So I will say np.array. Earlier, when we were using PyTorch library, it was torch.tensor. Okay, so torch, the module that you are working with, and instead of array word, we have used tensor earlier. So now np.array, and you can mention the prescribed values of your matrix. So you run this, and the matrix or the array of prescribed values is there in front of you. Similarly, if you want to work with random numbers, so it was torch.rand earlier. It would be mp.random.rand. Okay, in NumPy, just a little difference of the commands. np.random.rand. You want to initialize a 2 by 2 matrix, and you click just run, and you see a 2 by 2 NumPy matrix or array is there with you. Similarly, again same example. I want to draw a random matrix. Okay, with 3 by 5 size 3 by 5. Okay, and let's say let me print this matrix for you so that it's more clear. See, so 3 by 5 matrix is right there. So with consisting 5 rows, or sorry, 5 columns and 3 rows. Now since you have done on random basis, it is giving you random results. Okay, the output will not be same because in random cases the random figures are taken, so output can never be same. Okay, but when you have defined specific values, you can say it will show you the output in exact way. Now this was the output when we have built an array using torch, and this is the output when we have built an array using the NumPy module. Okay, it's absolutely and exactly same. Then if you want to construct a randomly initialized matrix, okay, so which I have described above also, that I want to draw a random matrix using torch module. So we can take torch.rand. Okay, I want to declare a 2 by 2 matrix. Similarly, let's say I have defined another matrix B here, again 2 by 2 matrix on random basis. So now we have two matrices, matrix A and matrix B, two variables, variable A and variable B. And in both cases, I want a 2 by 2 matrix. So if you print this again, there is no point of printing here because every time you will click on the run, it might select different values because you are using a random function. Okay, random function means it will give you random values. So let's run this. So now my variables have been decided, random values have been taken in the background. If you want to print, you can use print A and print B and see what are those random values. Now we have run some other operations as well. Suppose I want to multiply these two matrices. Matrix multiplication is a very common concept. So we can say torch dot matmul, okay, matrix multiplication basically, matmul, and within the open and closing parenthesis, you can define the two variables you have, A and B, okay, and let's multiply them. Now randomly the matrices which were in the background have been multiplied. Then similarly you can simply do this way also. You can simply write A into B. Now you can see the answer is not same because it might have picked different random values in the background. So either you can use torch.matmul or you can use A into B. So this is how you can randomly initialize the matrix and do any type of operation like we have done multiply operation here. Similarly, if you want to take similar example and create the randomly initialized matrix using NumPy, it's absolutely same. Only a little bit difference will exist. Like for example, again I have defined two arrays here, A and B. In both cases, I want to draw a random array of 2 by 2. Okay, so let's create and let's run this command. So in the background now, a 2 by 2 random array has been built. Now I'm using np dot dot. Okay, and np dot multiply. Now these are two commands we have used. Both will multiply the matrix, but in a different way. Okay, that's the difference. Let's say for example, let me print uh, A and B for you. Let me do it separately so it's more clear. Let's print A and let me go for print B. Okay. So this is A matrix. Okay. And this is B matrix. Clear? So now I can perform multiplication in two ways. Either I can multiply this matrix normally or I can have element wise multiplication. There are two different commands that can be run. Okay. And based on this, I will explain you the difference between these two as well, because this is where we have used MAT-MUL, okay, and this is where I have done the using the multiply method. Now, when we talk about np dot dot, okay, so it will give you normal matrix application, like first row of the A matrix multiply by the first column of the B matrix, and the sum would be there in the will be the output as the first element. But when we use dot multiply command, it will carry out an element wise multiplication. Element wise means the first element of A matrix will be multiplied with the first element of B matrix, and the resultant would be the first element of the output. Like for example, if I run np dot dot and if I run np dot multiply, two different operations. Okay. Now here, okay, let me open a calculator for you. Okay, so first element of A matrix was 0.57543845. Okay, that was the first element of A matrix. Multiply by first element of B matrix. So 0.497444879. Now you can see the answer is 0.286251 and so on. This is shown as an output here when you have used dot multiply function. So using dot multiply, it will give you an element wise multiplication. So that means first element of A matrix will be multiplied by the first element of B matrix, and the resultant will be shown as the first element of the output. Similarly, the second element of A matrix will be multiplied by the second element of B matrix, and the resultant would be shown as the output. That is where np dot multiply works, element wise multiplication. But np dot dot is simply a matrix multiplication. That means first row of A matrix will be multiplied by second row of B matrix, and the sum would be treated as the resultant and shown as the output of the matrix. That's the difference between np using dot command and dot multiply. Similarly, if you go above, let's understand this now. Okay, and let me uh, print both the matrices here as well. Print sorry, A, and let's say print B. Okay, so two matrices have been created. I'm running the matpul and the multiplier commands again, because since these are random numbers, the figures will keep on changing every time you will run. Okay, now let's use the calculator again. Let's see how this works. So let me first do element wise multiplication. So first element of A, 0.5619, multiply by first element of B, which is 0.3367. Now you see the resultant is 0.1891. If you see, this is shown here when you are using star command. So star command just functions like np dot multiply only. The way np dot multiply was giving us the result in the form of element wise multiplication. Similarly, when you want to do it using torch, then you have to simply use star command. But again, you want to do normal matrix application multiplication, then you have to use matmul. Let me see if it's possible to show by calculator. The first row of A, 0.5619, so 0.5619, the first element in uh, the first row, multiply by 0.2403, which is the first element of the first column of the B matrix. Sorry, no, this is not the value. This is 0.3367, so 0.3367. So I have multiplied the first element in matrix A, first element in first row of matrix A, multiply by first element of first column of matrix P. Okay, plus. Then we have second value in the first row of matrix A, which is 0.2519, multiply by, sorry to not carry the operation like this. It's not doing in a BODMAS way. So let me try it again. So 0.5619, okay, multiply by 0.3367. So the value is 0.1892. Okay. So that's the value by multiplying the first element of first row of A matrix with the first element of first column of B matrix. Okay. Now second is 0.2519, which is the second element in the first row of A matrix, multiply by 0.2030, which is the second element in the first column of B matrix. So this comes 0.0511 plus 0.1892, which the value we had already calculated earlier. You can see it is 0.2403, which has been shown here. So this is the result after normal matrix application. In the normal matrix application, the first row would be multiplied with the first column of the second matrix, and the sum would be treated as the resultant. Okay, so in case of torch, you have to use the matmul or the star command to do these calculations. In case of numpy, dot np dot or mp dot multiply. These are the two things that can be done for normal matrix multiplication or element wise multiplication. Okay, so this is how we can uh, understand the difference between using numpy or how to perform the same type of thing using numpy and the same type of thing using pytorch. Little bit difference in the input commands, but the way of processing in the background is happening in the same manner. Okay, so in the next session we will learn how to build some other types of matrices, uh, again by comparing the commands in numpy and in the torch. Okay, so till that time, keep practicing and keep focus or remain focused. Thank you so much.